Dad dead?
Oh.
No.
Hi, you dolls. Welcome back. And if you are new, hello, my name is Jessie. Dobbie is right there. And today we're going to react to season 4, episode 1 of From Arrival. We just ended season 2 of The Pit on Thursday, and it has been quickly replaced with From. I am so excited. Sundays are becoming an extravaganza. We have From, and now we have Euphoria at night, and I can't wait to see what happens next in both. Last season was absolutely insane. We got so many answers, but the finale left us with so many more questions. We meet the man in yellow, and he quickly tells Jim Tabby should not have dug that hole, and he's sad to see him go because he will not be able to witness the next part, which is his favorite. We land on a man from Alabama who comes across the tree that's fallen in the middle of the road, and we're gonna have to see what's next for this. It is season 4, episode 1 of From Arrival. I'm gonna try to edit this for YouTube. I'm probably not gonna be able to put a lot in. The full unedited reaction. Oh, are we getting a new opening? Let's go back and watch it. Go check out the Patreon.
Whatever will be, will be.
What do you mean they sacrificed their children?
Oh gosh. Okay, we're jumping right in.
Those things in the woods bargain with something horrible.
She
But I
okay?
didn't see.
We gotta get her out of here.
Oh, baby, we gotta go, all right?
No, Boyd was here. Where's Boyd?
I'll find him.
Oh my god. Oh no, Kenny.
Nice to see you again.
We burned him. We burned him. I know.
People are starting to come back. I should go.
Yeah.
She just gonna walk down like that though?
What's going on?
Jesus.
Hey, we all know it's not loaded. Just put it away.
Oh, this is gonna be brutal.
Okay, now's the part where you tell me what happened.
Sarah took his eye out with a screwdriver.
Things I can't show on YouTube for 100.
Can you stitch him up?
Oh.
Fatima's back. She and Alice are coming up the hill.
Okay.
What happened?
No, nothing. Back out.
This mother.
This is every bullet that we have, taken from every gun that's ever come through here. I just need to make sure that if push comes to shove, we have enough.
Enough for what?
Hey! We have one win, Kenny. One goddamn victory. That means there is no way to fight back against those things. The day may come when the only thing we get to decide is how we choose to leave. We can either let those things down there rip us to pieces, or...
Which is what happened to his parents.
Right.
Yeah,
47.
he already knows.
What?
I did a count when we were doing interviews about Tilly.
Smart.
You must think I'm a pretty awful person.
I might have at one point, yeah.
And now?
Now I think this place does bad things to good people.
If Fatima's back, maybe it means it's done.
Something here lied to you. And you probably won't be the last.
Close your other eye, Elgin. Ah. I'm sorry. I'm a nervous cougher. But it numbed it. Don't look. Gosh.
Where's your father?
He's not back yet.
Wasn't he with you?
Why is he speeding like that? Oh, that's great.
He's got a good
Oh, someone's in the car with him?
Okay, don't move. Don't move.
Okay.
Don't move your neck. Okay. Don't move your neck.
Okay.
Sophia, did I hear that right?
Okay.
Is that your name?
I don't want to be here.
Okay.
I want my mom.
Sophia.
I don't want to be here.
What happened?
You doctor? I'm a nurse.
Ah, smart. Rip it off. I forgot his name, and I have Randall. That's gotta be him.
One, two.
I think he had a seizure. I'm not sure what's wrong with him. It's actually medical. I watched Elgin have an unprovoked seizure right over there.
Ethan had one the first night he was here. Sarah had one in the diner.
We have no idea what happened out there. We don't even know if it's true.
You're gonna stand there and you're gonna tell me that didn't feel real to you?
I don't know what I feel.
I think you do. It just scares you.
Sarah tried to kill my son because something out here convinced her that if she did that, we could all go home. What's easier to believe? That whatever is keeping us here put those thoughts in our heads to torture us? Or you and I have been coming back here over and over again for centuries.
I see what she's saying. Believe everything and nothing.
Give me a minute.
Get your hands off me.
What you did to that kid up there, I don't know what you were before. All you people are monsters.
We need to talk about what we're doing with him.
Yeah, you're either gonna have to explain what happened, or
Come upstairs.
can't just lock him
Something you
away.
need to hear.
Clowns.
Am I okay?
Physically, everything looks fine.
What would you like to know?
Kind of
About
everything.
the terrifying woman in the kimono?
Oh, but we can't blame her.
Come in.
Clearly there was something else going on.
What did you see in the tunnels?
Oh yeah, she
Did you
doesn't know
find the
yet.
woman?
Woo! This is gonna be a doozy. Oh god.
She was holding the...
Baby.
Birth to one of them.
No, that's not what he's saying.
Dad, tell her that's not what you're saying.
No, that's exactly what he's saying.
It's the one I killed.
Victor! Victor!
Oh, it's for my dad. We're gonna be roommates now.
Here, let me help. It's been a while since I've had a roommate.
I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
That was sketchy.
Because something promised them that they would live forever.
I know that you have been through a lot, but this is important.
Told all of you that there was something inside me. I begged you to listen.
Do you have a phone? I left mine in the car and I need to call my mom. She's probably worried sick. Where'd it go?
I'd be like, please don't. Please help me with this explanation.
Stop it! Stop yelling at each other.
I'm sorry.
Is Dad dead?
Oh.
No. Remember what Dad said to us the night that Mom went to the bottle tree and didn't come home? All we have in this place is what we believe.
God is with us. Even here. How else can you explain such a magical thing to keep the darkness at
Just
bay?
wait, sweetie. I feel like she accepted that way too easily. Oh, Fatima.
There are a lot of people wanting to know what happened down there.
We had another car today. Girl and her dad. And now she lives in a place where monsters smile. The only thing that gets me out of bed in the morning is the idea that someday, maybe the good guys actually win.
Hey, where are you going?
I am not going anywhere. None of us are.
Okay, asking me to stitch up people's eye sockets, so I'm gonna need a little more from you. Then these monsters live forever, so we're all gonna die. If they say you lose faith, then that's when people start hanging themselves in the bathroom.
I can't do it anymore. Ellis, I can't. Then if I can't get you home, your mom can't be for nothing. God.
It really is like the ultimate setback. Where do you go from here? That was the one win they had.
What was that?
I don't know.
What's happening?
Did her digging the hole, like, invite something in? Kind of like how the jukebox goes at the diner? What the Why is she smiling like that?
Wake up.
What?
Blink twice if you can hear me.
So she wasn't with him at first. Oh my god. She's the man in yellow? Oh my god. What the fuck? Alright, that was a sick transformation. I knew she accepted it way too easily.
Isn't fair. When you stop for me, I know you did so with kindness.
She make him have a seizure? Yeah.
It's always my favorite part.
She gonna...
This is when they tear themselves apart.
That was a really, really good episode. I actually really enjoyed that. Woo! All right, there you have it. Episode 1, The Arrival. Very good episode. Great season opener. The man in yellow is so freaking creepy. And we immediately lose him in the first episode because the man in yellow shapeshifts into Sophia. I knew when Kenny told her everything that happened and she just so like nonchalantly dismissed it. I was like, no. She accepted that way too easily. Something's going on there. I do like, on account of how spiritual she is, well, it's, this is a magical place where God locks away all the evilness. It makes sense, it makes sense. But even with that, I'm like, no, you would still be startled. You would still be scared. You would still be nervous. So that is absolutely wild. I love the transformation. It was creepy as hell, but it was very, very interesting to see how the man in yellow becomes Sophia. I don't think we got the priest's name, but clearly we see it does not matter. She comes across him after he turns around from the tree. I thought maybe this was the repercussion of him getting around it and trying to move past it. But as we know, I don't think anybody has ever done that. And so it was her who gave him the seizure. It is her who says, this is my favorite part, as she said to Jim, because this is when they rip each other apart, which is already starting to happen. They quite literally ripped Elgin's eye out. Boyd comes back, shares everything that he saw with Smiley, and everyone's like, what the does this mean? The only thing that we know it means is that you can't lose your and Boyd's like, I'm done. I am so done because I don't know what else to do at this point. When you have been just hit down and down and down for so long, 4 years, roughly, Boyd's been here about 2 years. We know that Victor's been here the longest, from my notes at least, because I don't have everybody, how long everyone's been here. Donna's been here, aside from Victor, the longest at 3 years. But Boyd and Ellis have been here 2 years. Fatima's been here a year. Everyone else is like a couple months going on a year. 2 freaking years. He's lost his wife. He almost lost his son. He's seen so many people die. We've had his friends die. He watched Mrs. Liu get ripped apart right in front of his eyes, and they told him, this is your fault. There have been so many things. Now he's dealing with his, what looks like the onset of Parkinson's. He's done. And I understand it, and I don't blame him. But everyone else is right when Christy says, like, you can't show them that you're done. If these people see you losing faith and hope, what else do we have? Everyone's gonna break. But I don't know what you do in a situation like this. I don't know how you hold it together, because their one win, as he said, was killing that one. Killing that one gave them a shred of hope to hold on to, that there is a way to beat this. I truly believe that there is a way to beat it, and there is another way that they can go through. I'm not quite sure what that way is. And the fact that the only other thing that I at least feel like we can hold on to is the fact that Jade and Tabitha seemingly have been coming here for centuries. Is that the problem with it is that they've been coming here for centuries and they haven't figured anything out. It's like, oh, okay, so you keep coming back and coming back and coming, like, that's cool, that's great, you're able to come back, but nothing has been accomplished. I wouldn't say nothing, but nothing significant, at least, I would say, if it's been taking centuries. So this is, oh my God, this is wild. But I do love the scene with him and Ellis where he just kind of hugs his dad, and he, like, there is nothing to say. You know, there, you want to have something to say, but there is nothing to say. All you can do is hug and be there for each other. I'm imagining that she's not going to do anything to Kenny, but we do see that she kills the priest. So I'm very interested to see how this character of Sophia integrates herself into the mix of everybody and what chaos she causes. It is nice to know that Sarah's not going to be the center of crazy anymore, or maybe she still will be, because this will be secret crazy. I am so heartbroken for Fatima. If you have ever been someone who knew something was happening to them and pleaded for people to believe you and they did not, whatever that thing may be, at least she gets the validation of showing everybody I was right. I knew something was wrong, but it doesn't take away the trauma of experiencing being told no, like you don't know what you're talking about with your own body, and having to go through the PTSD of feeling that thing grow inside you. She's just sitting in the shower holding her stomach. She gave birth to that thing. And on top of that, at first thought it was her child. So there's just like layers upon layers upon layers of this horrid trauma that she has had to experience physically, emotionally, and mentally. And I don't know how she is going to pull through it, but I do know that she is extremely tough and I believe that she can. Elgin is still like, maybe think everything's going to be okay. Maybe I was still right. Maybe there is hope. And I love how Christy is so delicate with him. And she's just like, listen, you're not the first person this place has lied to. And you're certainly not going to be the last. But let's acknowledge that it wasn't the right call. You did what you did because you truly believed that you were doing good. I understand that. Let's move past it. It wasn't good. I'm very interested to see what he's going to say or feel when he finds out what happens. But I also don't know how they're going to go about this, right? Are they going to hold a town meeting and tell everybody that Fatima gave birth to the demon? Or are they going to keep that kind of bit of information for themselves? I would keep it. I would not tell everybody. I would tell, obviously Tabitha and, Tabitha already told Donna, Ellis, Fatima, and Christy, and Kenny. I guess that is, honestly the most important. I would tell Tabby and Jade. As far as everybody else, I don't think that they really need to know. Those are our key players. Victor doesn't, it would be interesting to say it to Victor to see if anything maybe triggers his memory to think of anything else, if anything else like this has ever happened. But Victor seems a little busy with Henry. Was that not sketchy to anybody else? Did anybody else feel it was a little weird? Oh, we're going to be roommates. I don't know, I feel like he was just kind of brushing him off and moving real quick. And Henry even seemed a little sketchy. Yeah, I never had a roommate before. But they're both kind of odd in that behavior already. So I feel like I picked something up, we'll have to see. And then aside from all of that, Jade wants to talk to Tabitha. She's like, no, not right now. You can see on her face that she definitely is thinking about what happened. She's not just dismissing it, but she's kind of acting like she's dismissing it as if it's just something that the place is using to mess with their heads, which is a valid assumption considering everything that happens. However, it's also so in depth with this story, so many details, so many components to showing how this works. I don't think anything else has been that deep with how they've tricked people, right? You could say that Elgin's was the closest, Fatima being pregnant, but even that showed signs of chaos where she was eating the garbage and she actually gave birth. So it's just, I don't know. I think it's true. I think what happened with Jade and Tabitha is true, but I understand why she would not 100% assume, but have the assumption amongst other thoughts that it might not be true. I think she's more so just focused on Jim right now because Jim did not come home. And we know why. When Julie ran up and was like, where's Dad? I'm like, you don't know. Because Storywalker Julie saw him. And you have no idea. You have absolutely no idea. So obviously I am assuming that Jim does not come back for quite some time. Julie tries to story walk, and then she sees what happens. If I'm not mistaken, didn't she say that she came back a few times and she tried to help him? She runs back, I think, and she says, this is when it happens. You have to run. You have to run. So she already knows that it's going to happen, and I'm interested to see the first time. I want to see the first time and how she comes across this. I'm so excited. I'm trying to scroll through ideas, and the fact that the man in yellow just changed into Sophia it had to be done because, as he said, they knew too much, and Victor would have realized it immediately. So yeah, I'm interested to see the whole thing play out with Julie and Jim. This also doesn't mean that we lose Jim, because with Julie being a story walker, she could go into the past and we will get more scenes with Jim. Acosta is pissed. I understand. I don't love Acosta, but I understand. She says to Boyd, "You're a monster. What you did to that kid, I don't know who you were before, but you people are monsters." This was so difficult because what Boyd and Sarah did was horrifying. At the same time, what would have happened if they didn't do it and they didn't find Fatima? What would have happened to Fatima if they didn't get her out of there? Also, if they didn't do that, Boyd wouldn't have seen what he saw and figured out what he realized. And so it's like, is that sacrifice justified? Taking Elgin's eye, is that worth it? And putting him through that horrible trauma, knowing that it was an effect of the place and not him just being like a jerk. Regardless, Acosta's like, I don't care. You pulled his eye out. You're psychopaths. She goes to the diner and Send in the Clowns comes on. So we'll have to remember that. And then the other thing is that we have established there are 47 people total in this area. Kenny said he did a count when they were doing the questioning over Tilly. Boyd's theory is to gather all of the bullets that they have to see how many they have, if they have enough, and maybe, just maybe, if it comes down to it, they will at least have that to go out on their own terms. I don't think they have 47 bullets though, but are they even going to need 47? Because I have a feeling we're going to lose a lot of people this season. Overall, fantastic season opener. I am so excited for From Sundays again. I can't wait to see what happens next. And for those of you who don't know, my friend Katie told me we are already signed on for a season 5. We got a season 5 confirmation before season 4 even aired. That's how excited I am for this season. Remember, these are fully unedited over on Patreon, as is the new season of Euphoria that I will be reacting to tonight, amongst 100 of other shows and movies and all kinds of great stuff on Patreon, so go check it out. But until the next reaction, so long, everyone. Try and make someone smile today. You never know when they might need it next. Bye.